Hello, everyone. Me and my husband just having a talk, husband and wife talk while we watch TV after seeing what's all going on with the Nichols case. And I'd asked my husband earlier, how do he feel about the five officers that got charged? And then we come to find out there was another one involved, which was a Caucasian that didn't get charged. And they say he might have gotten pay or not pay, but released from duties. Also, I want to ask my husband, how do he feel about the people that came on the scene, which was the paramedics and also the fire people, and looked like no one helped. We as transportation providers, we have to assist when something happened and then call 911. But they are basically trained to do that. And to me, I think every household need to talk about that to release the stress off our families and ask the question, how do you feel about the five men that got arrested and the Caucasian guy didn't get the second degree murder charge, didn't go to the grand jury? What do you think about that, Bay?
Well, I thought it was a tragedy and a crying shame in the beginning when we figured out the video. They stopped that young man. All he was doing was going home from work,
Mm-hmm.
and they started the whole thing by snatching him out of his car.
Mm-hmm.
And they shouldn't have done that. That's not good police work.
Mm-hmm.
That's not good police work because when you come to get somebody, you're supposed to walk up and ask them for their license and registration.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
They came there to do him bodily harm right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Snatched him in out the car and started beating on him and tasering him and all that. Well, any human being and gonna be scared. And that tasering stuff is electric shock. It hurts. So yeah, he got up and ran. They would have killed him right there on the spot. And then when they caught up with him, they didn't plan on the pole camera being there taking care of all the action. He caught everything. You notice how they hid what they was doing with their body cams.
Mm-hmm.
But the pole camera caught the whole scene. And they literally beat that young man to death. And that ain't right.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, the rest of them that stood around and watched, they just as guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the white boy who showed up on the scene, didn't know what was going on, went to the car, snatched him out, and started tasing him. He just as guilty as the five black men that did it, and he needs to get his just due too.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a shame that it took them 2 or 3 weeks to say anything about it. They immediately done the black people like that. So why are they hiding the truth about the white man?
And he said he just only wanted to get home.
He only wanted to get home.
Mm-hmm.
They killed that man a few blocks from his mama house. He's laying on the ground screaming and hollering for his mother. Just like George Floyd. That's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And all of them should get their just dues.
Everybody that was at the scene, my
Everybody that's
husband.
at the scene, the EMTs, the sheriff, anybody that showed up and didn't do nothing to help that man should get what's coming to him.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't show him no mercy, so I don't feel like they need no mercy.
Well, that's
Period.
coming from a black man that speaking has been living in Memphis all his life. And he is saying that everybody should have some charges. Not just the first five, all of them should have charges because if somebody would have stepped in, that's why the George Floyd law need to be focused and put in. Viting and all of them need to get together and get this done because if it was there, I think some of this wouldn't have happened. The police don't have nothing to lose, so they stop you and do all kind of stuff because they're not gonna lose a home. They're gonna go back home after they do what they have to do on duty. But to stop somebody and pull them out their car, I would have took out running also. I don't think they should have just stopped him and pull him out the car. They were supposed to ask him for his registration, his driver's license, not come there like some wild animals. It scared me looking at the video. It's been a hard on my husband just for seeing it. And I'm praying for all the black men out there because I know it's hard on y'all, especially for seeing it. It's hard on us as a parent, but it's even harder on the black men because this is what y'all have to look at every day when y'all basically out there is knowing if y'all gonna be attacked or not, or trying to get home. And I pray for my husband to come back home every day when he leave. Now I even get more concerned. I be like, oh, should I put a camera inside my vehicle now to make sure, other than the phone, it's like you need a backup, not just your cell phone. Y'all must need to insert a camera in your car so your family could see what happens to you. It's just terrible. But we just wanted to share that we think that people need to sit down as a family and try to get it out of you so that you won't go out there and cause any problems. Once you sit down and talk about it, it releases the stress off of every man that's seen that video. And I advise people, don't let your children see that video. Don't let them see that because it's off. And we're just praying for Tyre Nicohols and a beautiful service today. Thank you, Brenda and Roy Teal. Thanks.